Have you ever wondered how we buy perfectly fresh potatoes in the middle of summer, months after the autumn harvest is over? Leave a potato on your kitchen counter, and nature takes its course. Within just a few weeks, it starts sprouting, getting soft, and rotting away. This creates a massive economic dilemma for farmers at harvest time. If they sell thousands of tons of potatoes at once, the market floods and prices plummet. But if they hold on to that inventory to wait for higher demand, they risk losing millions of tons to decay. The solution is the modern cold storage facility, an environment that operates with the precision of a food laboratory. These facilities slow the biological clock of the potato by suppressing its natural metabolic processes through environmental control. Even after it leaves the ground, a harvested potato remains a living, breathing biological structure. Because they are alive, potatoes go through a strict triage protocol before they ever reach the storage floor. Inspectors check closely for disease and rot because a single infected potato can trigger a chain reaction across the entire stalk. Once inside, the potatoes face another threat: rapid temperature changes. Suddenly exposing living tissue to extreme cold causes cellular shock and permanent damage. This graph shows a phased cooldown. Over several days, temperature is stepped down into a narrow dormancy zone of 2 to 4 degrees. Industrial compressors achieve this by continuously extracting heat, replacing warm air with cool drafts. By pulling the heat out gradually over several days, the facility safely forces the living potato into a deep hibernation. Keeping the air cold solves the temperature problem, but cold air alone doesn't guarantee survival. This cross-section shows the threat of dry air pulling water from cells, causing them to shrivel. Conversely, excessive moisture breeds aggressive fungal spores and rot. By using precise humidity sensors to reach an exact balance, the biological urge to grow stops entirely. A potato survives the winter because it is trapped in an unyielding equilibrium of both temperature and moisture. Maintaining that perfect equilibrium is a constant battle against the outside world. This rendering illustrates the divide: blistering 40 degrees Celsius summer heat pushing against a thick industrial wall, while the brightly lit vault inside remains perfectly cool. Inside that vault sits thousands of tons of potatoes, representing millions of dollars in agricultural capital. To protect that investment, a digital defense grid of hundreds of environmental sensors and computer systems monitors the warehouse, watching for the slightest microfluctuation. If the power grids fail, the internal temperature would spike almost immediately. Massive backup generators sit on standby, ready to kick on and keep the cooling systems running to prevent total stock loss. At this scale, cold storage is a highly automated system engineered to counteract external heat and maintain the stability of the biological inventory. Eventually, months pass. As market demand rises in the summer, the hibernation must end. But operators cannot simply pull the inventory out of the vault. Moving a dormant potato directly into the hot summer air causes severe thermal shock. Instead, they reverse the entry process. The facility initiates a slow, heavily controlled step up in temperature, gently awakening the potatoes over several days before they are sorted, checked for quality, and loaded onto trucks. Keeping these crops viable year-round relies on a seamless intersection of plant biology, refrigeration engineering, and precise industrial automation. Every fresh summer potato is the direct result of this invisible, high-tech scientific world working around the clock to keep the harvest alive. If you enjoyed learning the science behind your food, be sure to like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what city you're watching from.